Well, hello everybody. Yeah. Sorry I'm a little late. I originally planned to start at 4 and, well, yeah. The day kinda decided not to be nice to me today, so. Alright, so normally we'd be playing Space Quest 4, but, yeah, Space Quest 4 does not work on my computer for some reason. Double check the settings for this, make sure I am on, no. I think we'd want general MIDI. I think that usually works the best. If I remember correctly, there is no voice audio for Space Quest 5. Yep, that is correct. There is no voice acting. Yay! The problems I had with Space Quest 4, since I have a couple of minutes before I'm actually supposed to start, uh, is the bland install, meaning no patches, no nothing, was probably about the closest I got to it running. It would run extremely fast to the point that there were absolutely zero dialogue boxes. So you had no idea what was going on. You just had to know how to play the game, basically. And yeah, I, I tried with patches. I tried with the DOSBox special installer that Collector makes for Sierra games. Um, and let's see, the graphics driver patch completely screwed up the game. It didn't run at all. I basically just stared at the opening screen for 20 minutes before it decided, yeah, that's as far as we're gonna go. um, and just about every other patch, I either got what I got with the bland install or what I got with the graphics install. And either way, it was pretty much rendered unplayable because without dialogue boxes, without Gary Owens, without, all the stuff that I was trying to get out of it, it's pretty much pointless. And of course, with it being completely broken, you can't even play it to pretend that you can play it. So we're just going to move on to Space Quest 5, which works for me because for some reason, and I don't know why, with the way my childhood went for some reason, um, all the Space Quests that end in odd numbers I have beaten in my lifetime many, many, many times, and probably don't need any help whatsoever in order to accomplish a majority of the game. Like 5, I know pretty much about everything I need to know. I mean, yeah, I'll probably get hung up on some things because I haven't played it in a couple of years, but you know, but with like 2, as you guys may or may not have seen me play, I had to cheat a lot because I think I have only beaten before the last time anyway 2 once, and that was the standard uh, version, not the remake version. The remake version, they added a little bit, they tweaked a little bit, blah 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 blah. Trying to think. But 3, many times in my life. 3 is, of course, one of my favorites, but again, for some reason I had more exposure to the odd numbered Space Quest games than the even numbered. Like 4, I think at that particular point in time when 4 came out, and me and my brother went over to my uncle's house and he was playing it, and he introduced us to 4. Like my uncle, like we never really had a huge um how should I put this? Uh, we never had a whole lot of exposure to our uncle, but he was the one who introduced us to King's Quest, Space Quest, and I don't think he did Police Quest. I think someone else introduced us to Police Quest. Um, and I know he didn't do Leisure Suit Larry. Or at least introduce us to Leisure Suit Larry. But King's Quest and Space Quest, he was the reason why my brother and I really started to get kind of into those. And why we started to build computers specifically for playing Sierra point-and-click games. And oh god, I still remember King's Quest V and the voice acting. I still have nightmares. But anyway, alright, I said I'd start at 8. I'm starting at 8. Let's do this. Yeah, we'll watch it. Why not? I mean, we did have to skip 4, so... Okay. Oh, actually, I actually had to hit something. Whoops. What's going on, Afro? And of course, there's the Millennium Falcon as our training simulator. Whoa. Thanks, audio. That's what I get for changing. Yowza. Yeah, that is the one nice thing about this, is this game is particularly close to the Star Trek fanboy dumb. So there'll be plenty of Star Trek references. I am doing better, considering I am 4 hours later than I wanted to be. Let's see, we need to go to class. Which means I should have gone up. Oh well. Give me an opportunity to look at all the ships. And a Space Quest 3 reference. Yay! Alright, so since we had to skip 4, basically what happens is you return from Space Quest 3 into your own galaxy, only to be captured by Sledgefall's henchmen from Space Quest 12. Oh, trust me, I'll get there eventually, Afro. Like, I've been fortunate to kind of be playing these, because for point-and-click adventures don't take very long. Unless you've never played them before, then, you know, then they take a wee bit longer. Alright, let's go take a test. The StarCon aptitude test. Okay, now one of the fun things about this test is you will pretty much face every single one of these throughout the game, but the answer to all of these is not the option you pick. Cheat, he's got option 4. Or D, beam over a pickup bouquet. Alright, when encountering an alien ship for the first time, you should immediately open fire with every weapon at your disposal. Broadcast right of the Valkyries over the comlink. Beam your entire crew over their ship as a gesture of goodwill. Before beaming down to an unexplored planet for the first time, you should be sure to check to see that your seatbelt is fastened and tray tables are locked securely in the upright position, your flag, your life insurance coverage, valve on your oxygen mask. I'm not even gonna bother. The planet's atmospheric readings. Pretty sure atmospheric readings would be the correct answer. Hey, you got one right. A killer android is out for your blood. You should gather basic ingredients to make gunpowder and fashion a cannon from vines and sticks. Stuff a banana in its exhaust pipe. Remember that one? Drop a big rock on the robot and shout "Hasta la vista, baby." Remember that one? Roll in the mud to camouflage yourself. That's the predator option. Or climb a tree, flap your arms wildly, and scream "tweet tweet" at the top of your lungs in order to mimic the mating behavior of the ruby-throated Arcturian swine falcon as a diversionary tactic. He goes with C. Drop a rock on him. Hey, that one was right. I thought he was supposed to get all these wrong. Oh well. Alright, you're on an EVA with a partner, and you notice his face is turning blue when he's clutching, and he is clutching wildly at his throat. This is a sign that you will soon need a new partner. In a burst of creative insight, he has created a new dance called the Moonwalk. He is suffering from a vitamin deficiency and needs to eat more leafy green vegetables. He fell for the old golf ball in the air hose trick, or A and D. He's saying it's A and D. To ensure that your crew's microwave meals are heated adequately and evenly on board your ship, you should wrap everything in aluminum foil, cook each meal at the maximum power setting for 45 minutes, put a live space varmint in with each meal so you can more easily determine when it's done. Huck the thing and settle for roasting wieners on the maneuvering jets. Or inject a radioactive plutonium isotope into each piece of food. When it glows, it's ready. How you even come up with these questions, I have no idea. If Creeb leaves the Crab Nebula at 32 GST and travels at 975 million ZPM, how long will it take him to reach planet Davicon 5? Sorry, I thought that was an S for a second. If he has the solar wind at his back. Ay caramba. How fast does light travel through a vacuum? I believe that's D. Depends whether it's an upright or canister vacuum. Yep. Which is an example of a fuzzy boundary. The area in space between two planetary bodies where a smaller third object is not clearly under the gravitational influence of either. The event horizon of a supermassive black hole, the place where a receding hairline gives way to bare scalp, or D, the point at which the marginal utility of trying to squeeze the last bit of toothpaste from the tube is offset by the opportunity cost of going to the store for a new one. To successfully accomplish a manual molecular reintegration bypass on a standard transporter unit, you should reverse the phase polarity of the interface grid, jiggle the handle, pray fervently to whatever deity you happen to believe in, C then B, switch to US Sprint. I think they're one and only ad company in this is Sprint. I would have gone with C then B, but he's saying it's A, so alright, so since we were late to class, we have to clean the Academy crest.
No!
Yes, that is a Homer reference. Believe it or not, this is, when this came out, that was pretty much when Simpsons first started. Pretty much. I think there were only like a couple of seasons into their 20 plus or whatever they're at now. Alright, let's do this. The first time I ever played this game, I hated this with a passion. Because I didn't know you had to kind of go back and forth like this in order to make sure you get just about every pixel. So I would go over it really fast and then I wouldn't be done because I would have to go back over it. But trying to find the friggin' pixel that, or the few pixels I should say, that were unclean was ridiculous. Like right now, for example. Oh, what's not done? There it is. Ambassador Winkmeister. Our future wife, as we learned in the last game. That we did not play. Basically, with Space Quest 4, I could get it to work, but it would run so fast that no dialogue boxes or voiceover work from Gary Owens would work. And I couldn't dial anything back, and when I used the DOSBox installer that Collector created for the Sierra games, the game just didn't work at all for me. But the basic premise of Space Quest 4 is you get abducted by Sledgeval's henchmen from Space Quest 12. They take you to Space Quest 12, aka the future, and you have to jump to a bunch of different places, you know, in the past and in the future, in order to defeat him and save your son. Who is the product of your marriage to this lovely woman. Which, of course, has not happened yet. And double secret probation, Animal House reference.